Double IPAs, they're a bit like buses. I don't have any for months and then suddenly do two in the same week. So today is the second double IPA from Northern Monk in conjunction with Trembling Madness. But what's it going to be like? Keep watching to find out. Welcome back to Rocker's Beer Review. Today we're going big, we're going double IPA, an 8% Butte here from Northern Monk, and this is in conjunction with Trembling Madness. People that would not see the channel, and I'm sure a lot of people on who see other YouTubers, and probably you yourself. Great place to buy beer, Trembling Madness. So they've got together with Northern Monks, obviously Trembling Madness in York, Northern Monk in Leeds, so the Yorkshire connection there, to make House of the Trembling Madness a double IPA. We've got Mosaic Incognito, Nelson, Mosaic and Citra to make an 8% double IPA. But let's crack it open, get it in a glass, and see what it's all about. I mean, I love Northern Monk beers. I mean, I presume that it's just a Northern Monk beer and Trembling Madness are sort of putting their name on it. I suppose the wary thing I have with this is the Mosaic, because I'm not a massive fan of Mosaic, and if it's a bit too heavy Mosaic, then it's not going to be for me. But however, I'd say that one of the best beers I had last year, although it was an IPA, was a Mosaic and Nelson. I just think they make a great combination, those two, and so maybe this will be just as good. Well, certainly beer in a glass. I mean, it's a sort of very golden dark, almost getting to the point of like a sort of, well, it's dark deep gold basically. Gold looks pretty thick, very murky. Finger of head, I don't think that's going to stay around too long. Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty good. Let's see what the aromas are like. Well, straight away the big aroma that you're getting is from the Nelson. So you're getting that grape, that sort of white wine, gooseberry. There's melon in there. There's an earthiness and a sort of a slight savoury sort of note. Yeah, you're getting a little bit of that bubblegummy sort of blueberry sort of that you get from the Mosaic. It smells pretty good. Let's see what it tastes like. Cheers, everyone. Oh, it's masses of flavour. It's a double IPA. It doesn't taste it. The alcohol is, there's no way you'd know there's an 8% beer. No hot burn, no sort of warmth from alcohol from it. It just tastes like a solid IPA. It's smooth. Carbonation is pretty much non-existent. You're getting the best of those two hops, the Mosaic and the Nelson. The Nelson is kept in check. Yeah, you know that it's in there. You're getting that grape and the gooseberry, touch of melon in there. And you're also getting that Mosaic, that bubblegum sort of flavour, the sort of almost like the berry type of fruit flavours, tropicalness with sort of mango going across all of them basically. And it just is a really well put together beer. Loads of flavours. There's a little bit of a sort of twang on the back end, a sort of something there. It's not grapefruit, it's not piney or bitterness really. It's just a twang of something. And I've had that sort of flavour before with beers. Can't quite put my finger on it. It's just like a little bit of sort of earthiness, and I think it keeps you in check, so you know that you're drinking a double IPA. You don't get that. You certainly don't get that sort of twang really with pales. Not even to some extent with IPAs. I think it's almost like a sort of sweaty dankness even, and you would expect that with Mosaic. Certainly that is a hop that can be quite dank. I think that the Nelson brings it up, gives it a little bit more brightness, but there's still, obviously it's got Mosaic Incognito in it, which is a very sort of highly flavoursome type of hop, Mosaic hop. It gives it that sort of added edge, but it's a pretty good beer. And as a double IPA, as I said, it's not, don't fear. I mean, sometimes I do when I'm looking at beers and I go, yeah, 8%, I can't have many of those on the nights, I'd only have one and stuff, and you fear it a little bit because you think of the time when you used to, when you may have had in the past like an 8% lager, which is like treacle. It's not very nice at all, but you're not really picking up any of the 8% from this. It's like a very solid IPA. if you like your beers with a little bit of sweatiness, a little bit of dankness, those sort of real sort of high flavoured fruits. Now it's like that the mango and the little more stone fruits is coming into it, and I think the mosaic, as it develops almost in the glass or in your mouth even, is coming to the forefront more and more. But it's a really cracking beer. So if you see this, I don't think this is going to stick around for long, whether it's still available. But this is a double IPA from Northern Monk and Trembling Madness. As I said, Mosaic, Incognito, Mosaic Normal, Nelson, and Citra as well. Yeah, not getting much of the Citra in there, but it's a really nice put together beer, and I really do like that sort of Mosaic and Nelson combination. It seems to work really well. I expect to see more beers with those sort of combinations. I just think it's one of those sort of partnerships that works really well. I do like Nelson. I've had lots of beers with just Nelson in. I think they're really good. I'm a big fan of New Zealand hops. Mosaic, if I see something that's just Mosaic, I usually avoid it because it's just one of those sort of hops that I'm not a massive fan of on its own, but I just think it works really well when it's with something else. But that's enough for today. We'll get some scores for this, and until then, you know what you're gonna do. Keep on rocking. Okay, the scores are in for House of Trembling Madness. This is a dipper, a double IPA, for those who aren't come into that small term for a double IPA. And it's got Mosaic, Citra, Mosaic Incognito, and Nelson Sauvin. It's a cracking beer. Great double IPA from Northern Monk. They make great beers, so what do you expect? But let's go through the scores. Starting with aroma. Appearance. Flavour. Value for money, and my overall experience. That tossing those scores up, we get a very good total score of, definitely one to look out for. See you in the next video, and keep on rocking.